We have amazing attractions coming to this year's Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience, including KITT from Knight Rider. Hi, everyone. Ryan O'Connor with O'Connor Bar Productions saying you have got to put it on your calendar. June 29th is the big day where you're going to be able to see great attractions like this car replica from the great 80s show. Yes, this is KITT from Knight Rider. Look at all those amazing dials. You can hear him talking to us. KITT is ready to be here to experience the experience, and we're looking to have you experience the experience with us. You know who is experiencing the experience with us? We have Gene McDonald. Come on in, Gene. Gene is the creator of this masterpiece right here. Gene, tell us about your KITT right behind us.
Well, this car, it's a 1991 Pontiac Firebird. The only thing left on it from the 91 model is the dashboard that's under this and that rear bumper. But everything else, frame-wise, the cars were never changed from 82 to 92.
The old saying, easier said
So
than done.
my dad and I, we built this together. I completed it 6 months after he'd passed. It's a labor of love, a lot of money into it, and I love this car. I sat in the original at a car show when I was 11, so it was worth the money.
You decided, yes, I'm going to finish this, didn't you?
I'm going to finish this car and take it to shows. You know, relive the 80s, probably one of the best decades ever. If you've ever lived through the 80s, you think of TV shows, this is one of the very first ones, if not the first one, that comes to mind. You're talking autonomous driving, it talks. Basically what you see today in today's vehicles, here was the catalyst for it all.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Today's vehicles has stuff that was science fiction back in the 80s, and that's what this was. KITT was a science fiction vehicle brought to life by you, by your father, and really by every manufacturer nowadays with that autonomous driving.
It is.
So tell me, let's take a step back. Let's go back to your childhood when you sat in the actual KITT. Can you remember what you were feeling that day?
Well, it was my 11th birthday, and my dad scored tickets for a car show at the old Springfield Civic Center. They brought in the Munsters vehicles, the dragster hearse, the casket dragster. Richard Petty was there with his collection of NASCARs. You had the original Green Hornet vehicle that Bruce Lee drove in the TV series back in the 60s. You had the original Batmobile. And this was the featured attraction because by that time they'd already finished the entire first season. They were just playing the episodes. So they put the car out. The very first car you see in the show, when he first meets the car, that was the one they took out. And I told my dad, I said, one day I'm going to own one. He goes, no way. He and I put basically the car together. My wife did help me with the electronics because she did that in the Navy. I'm a Marine vet. And this is the biggest labor of love we've ever done together. It was the last thing we did together, but it's the biggest labor of love we did together.
That is such a great story, such a great story. Now, you bring this to car shows, you bring it to events like the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience. What do you get out of seeing people when they see your amazing vehicle behind us?
Reliving their childhoods, those of us who remember this show when it first came out. I mean, I'm going to age myself. I was 10 when this show came out in September of '82, and my birthday's in February. So I fell in love with this show. It was every Friday night, 8 o'clock, I was up there watching TV on this.
That's great. That's great. All right. Well, we've been speaking with Gene McDonald, the creator of this amazing KITT that you will have right here at the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience. That's happening June 29th. 10 to 5 right here at Grill 37. Yeah, we got a sneak peek right at the venue. You can come down. General admission is only $10, and you can have your picture taken with this car, and you get to talk with Gene about this labor of love. You can get your tickets at theqcexperience.com. Reporting for the O'Connor Bar Productions, I am Ryan O'Connor. We're going to have more promos coming up.